First of all, who here in the last 2 days has seen an advertisement for alcohol on a television program that has a very high teen viewership? You can raise your hands if you have. Most of you have. This could be, Comedy Central, MTV, or Adult Swim, or basically anything going on about prime time. And if you do drink, just think to yourself, do you notice any correlations possibly between maybe either your favorite brand or something, a particular beverage you're very familiar with, and the prevalence of its advertising on television? So basically, my proposition is that alcohol consumption amongst youth leads to dangerous behavior and is heavily influenced by advertising, especially amongst low-income and minority groups. My first point is that many teens consume alcohol on a regular basis, and they often partake in binge drinking. This leads to a significant increase in alcohol-related deaths and dangerous around behavior. A statistic from the American Academy of Family Physicians is that 81% of high school students drink alcohol, and 31% binge drink, which is consumption of 5 alcoholic beverages in a single sitting or more, at least once each month. And that basically correlates to over 8 out of 10 high school students consume alcohol, and almost a third of them binge drink. And also, motor vehicle accidents are the #1 cause of death amongst individuals in our age group. And so that's anyone under 25 years old, and 40% of those accidents are alcohol related. So basically, that's if you were to take alcohol out of the equation, you drop alcohol-related deaths due to car accidents by 40%. That's almost half. And according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, sexual assault, including rape, occurs most commonly among women in late adolescence and early adulthood. So usually within the context of dating. And research suggests that alcohol use by the offender, the victim, or both increases the likelihood of sexual assault by a male acquaintance. And basically, that means that alcohol plays a major factor in date rape. It lowers inhibitions and it encourages risky behavior. And that also goes on to other things, including just high-risk sex. I mean, sex without any form of contraception, or sex with individuals you don't know very well. So it could even be, consensual, but because you've consumed alcohol, it becomes a very dangerous possibility. And the second point is that advertising captures the attention of adolescents and children, very subtly influencing them from a young age to feel committed to specific brands through sets of tactics. So, in all, according to the AAFP, 45%, youth view 45% more beer ads and 27% more liquor ads in magazines than do people of legal drinking age. And in 1996, the Budweiser frogs, which most of you should remember from the television, were actually more recognizable to students ages 9 to 11 than the Power Rangers, Tony the Tiger, or Smokey the Bear. So, and alcohol advertisements overwhelmingly connect consumption of alcohol with attributes particularly important to youth, such as friendship, prestige, sex appeal, and fun. So, sort of, they go and use these, reasons to sell alcohol to adults is sort of, I see the same as trying to use perhaps the benefits of a high-fiber diet as a form of selling cereal to children. So, anyway, and one other thing is James Kilborn, who's a very well-known philosopher in several different fields, actually quoted a beer executive saying, let's not forget that getting a college freshman to choose a certain brand of beer may mean that he'll maintain his brand loyalty for the next 20 to 35 years. So they basically come outright and they say, we want to capture them at a young age. So hopefully they realize that most college freshmen are 17 to 18 years old, so most of them can't even legally buy a pack of cigarettes, let alone legally. And also, minorities and low-income teens are at particular risk of alcohol advertising. There's two different, the AAFP and also in a paper from Texas Tech, are quoted as researchers have found that alcohol advertising is disproportionately concentrated in low minority neighborhoods, and that the availability of and current advertising of alcohol tends to be highly concentrated in low-income ethnic minority neighborhoods. So this means that inner city students, individuals who live in areas where the economy isn't necessarily very strong, there's usually not as strong a school district there, they will basically be indoctrinated by this, and they'll be for the most part just taught that alcohol consumption is appropriate and reasonable from a very young age. So I conclude that the current advertising techniques of the alcohol industry exposes teens and children to alcohol at too early of an age and fail to adequately inform them of its dangers